So thank you, Kate Miller, for this interview for La Boîte à Moustache. So let's start talking about your first influence. So your old brother had a big influence on you when you were younger. Can you tell us which artist were you used to listen?
I was like really young, and he would always put on techno CDs while we were doing the dishes, and they were really corny 90s techno. Like, I have no idea who the artists were, but I remember like this CD with a Stingray on it, and it was called Reactivate 11, and it was just like really corny 90s techno, like, you know, the typical. But any artist names, I have no idea. I was
And does he have an important role for you now?
Yeah, I still like remember those times, and I think that's where my first kind of interest in techno music came from.
So many people feel more respect for DJs that play on vinyls or CD, while others do not take this component into consideration. What about you? Is it important for you always a DJ setup, or if the music and the track is good and people dance, it's enough?
The music's definitely the most important thing, and I'm happy for any DJ to use whatever medium they want to use, but I still think that vinyl is the best for me. Having the vinyl and the quality and the original way of spinning is obviously better, but I mean, I'm not playing with vinyl, I'm playing with Serato, so obviously I'm not that strict about it, but I would like to play more vinyl.
So why did you decide to move to Berlin? Did you already have an artistic network there, or was a decision on impulse like that?
A couple of friends of mine were going to Berlin, and I'd heard so much about Berlin from people who'd been there, and they just came back to Australia and said, oh my god, Berlin's amazing, all the nightclubs. And I mean, all the DJs and producers that I was listening to were either from Berlin or had moved to Berlin or were playing in Berlin all the time. And then two of my good friends said, yeah, we're going to go to Berlin. And I said, yeah, okay, come with you. Yeah, like, I have to go, yeah.
Did you feel a huge difference between your Australian public and the one in Berlin?
I think the crowds in Berlin have been going to clubs for longer than the crowd I was playing to in Australia. They were a lot younger, and maybe a bigger percentage of the crowd in Australia were just going out for drinking and picking up, and not so much for the music. But there was a small percentage of people in Melbourne who were also really passionate about the music and knew a lot about the music and were also really mature and weren't just there to...
What was the capacity of your club in Australia?
It was a pretty decent sized club. It had 2 floors. I don't know exactly the numbers, but it wasn't small.
Yeah. Does Berlin give you more freedom in DJing? I mean,
Definitely.
For example, do you play certain tracks in Berlin that you wouldn't have dared to play in Australia?
Definitely. I feel like in Australia, people kind of expected you to play what would suit their idea of what they wanted the night to be, whereas in Berlin people kind of put what in Lyon as well. People put their faith in you to play what you actually want to play, because they're booking you for you, you know, and then you say, okay, the crowd's gonna come with me or they're not, so I just...
The connection is here or not.
Yeah, yeah. Great. Usually it works out. It's good.
To become a producer, one of your ambitions?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Which kind of music do you think you will compose?
I have no idea. It
would depend on your
I can't tell until I start doing it. You know, like, you could expect that I would probably make some kind of dance music, but you never know where these things will take you. Yeah.
And is it an evidence for a DJ to become a producer later for you?
I think DJing and producing are very different things, and a lot of producers DJ and a lot of DJs produce, but I think at the core most people are more one than the other. And
do you consider yourself a DJ?
Now I consider myself a DJ, yeah. I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I see a lot of really good producers getting booked to DJ, and a lot of the time they're not that good. It's just that they have a really big name from their production.
So you attract people.
Yeah. And I think DJing is, I mean, producing is like an art form. You're making something original, you're making something yourself, and DJing is just playing other people's tracks, and you try to put them in the right order, and you just show people your taste. It's not, it's not,
Are you, is a DJ an artist?
I don't know. It's a really hard question, yeah. Some people say that DJing is, I mean, I'm not making music. I'm playing music that other people play that I just happen to enjoy and have a feeling, maybe some kind of feeling for what order to put it in, but it's not really an art form. I'm not sure.
I think DJ is art.
Yeah.
You know, humorist, for example, they make people laugh, and DJ make people dance. The same thing as they're both artists.
Yeah.
Not debate.
I mean, if I go and see someone like, when I saw Super Pizza, his DJ set that I saw, for me that was art, but I mean, he's also a producer and he plays some of his tracks, so I don't know, it's such a big grey area.
Since 2012 you are a member of the Symbiose music team, so how did you meet them, and what do they bring to you nowadays?
I met Marco, one of the leaders of Symbiose music, at a party. Just went up to him and started talking to him because I thought it looked interesting, and then I met the rest of them, and then they heard me DJ, and then they said, hey, we'll do any booking roster. Yeah, we kind of, they're like a family, and they like included me into their family.
So, what inspires woman you are, and is fashion just a hobby for you, or you would like to work to develop something around it?
I don't have much interest in fashion.
No?
No. I mean, I cut my hair and I dye my hair, and maybe I wear like, I don't know, is it trendy clothes? But I'm not interested in fashion. No.
Okay. So last word for your first date in France?
Magical. Yeah, it's really special. Yes. Like, I feel like I've been here before, but I haven't. And everybody's been so welcoming and amazing. It's really romantic, and yeah.